Amazing. Welcome to How to Silence Your Inner Bitch and Start Your Own Spiritual Business. So we just quickly went through what my intention was and then realized I wasn't recording. So my intention for this workshop is to help you untuck your head out of your own beautiful arse, see all the shit that you're chatting to yourself, realize that the world needs you being you because there's only fucking one you, and that's why we're here because we're all ourselves. And get some clarity from your future self so that you can actually feel your path, and because you probably all know, but your inner bitch has just been like gyrating on your face for a couple of years, and she's not let you not let you get past all of that. So hopefully by the end of this, you'll have a nice fire in your belly, you'll feel connected, and you'll be ready to take your next steps, whatever they are. Just to be completely transparent, I'm promoting my oh my God, what the fuck's it called? Spiritual Business Academy program that starts in January at the end of this. So if you want to stay around and hear all the information about that, you can. Um, I am perimenopausal and due on. So if I forget what I'm saying, please bear with me. I do have my notes. Right, let's fucking go. Let me find my screen. Here we are. Okay, let's make it big because everybody loves a big one. Right, so welcome. Thank you so much for taking time out of your Christmas holidays to be here with me this morning. And it's probably going to be more fun than watching a load of shit on the telly. So I'm glad that you're here. So you are here because you've got a deep inner calling, you've got an edge, you've got an unscratchable itch that your current life just isn't fulfilling. And I know what that feels like. And when you think about doing the things that you love, it makes you properly pea glitter. But then it wakes your inner bitch up because she's like, "What's this fun you're having? Let me see what's going on with you." And she starts chatting all sorts of shit to you. Things like you can't start your own business because there's loads of other people doing it. You don't know enough and you'll be shit at it. It's too much of a risk. Some of you might be in um, jobs at the moment, but your passion is spiritual shizzle and you want to start your own business because it's all you think about and it's all you love and all that stuff. And who would buy off you anyway? Because there's loads of more experienced people out there. And this is still the stuff that my inner bitch says to me on a daily basis, but I know what to do with her now. So um my like I say, mine still chats shit to me now, but for a long time I had this edge, I had this unscratchable itch. I couldn't ignore it anymore. And this is exactly why I'm here because I know what it's like to feel stuck. I know what it's like to want to do something so bad that it's all you think about when you lay in bed at night and you get that excited, and then this horrible fucking neggy voice, whatever you want to call it, comes and gyrates all over your face. So, just before we start, who am I? I am Nikki Kinsella, founder and the CEO of the Feminine Energy Guide, a multi six-figure spiritual business. I am a number one best-selling author. I'm a retreat host. I'm now a TEDx speaker. Um, and it's my absolute passion to help as many women as I can set themselves free and love the shit out of themselves and their lives and their businesses and all the things that they want to do. Because I learned the hard way that life's just so fucking short, isn't it? We don't know what's around the corner, and we've got to grab the things that we desire by the minge because otherwise it just trots off into the sunset. So just a little bit of background about me, just super quick. I was working in a bank. I'd been there for 15 years. I'd always been a bit woo, but my first husband was a narcissist and he literally squeezed it all out of me. And then Reiki found me at the school gates. I was dropping my son off, met an old friend. She was a Reiki teacher. I didn't have a birthday present, went along, did my Reiki 1 training and was like, this is fucking even more bonkers than I am. She was talking about universal energy and how we're all connected. And I was like, what is she going on about? Anyway, went home, started to do my homework. The minute I put my hands on someone, it felt like a memory. And it was like my soul woke up and was like, la, this is what you're supposed to do. My heart was like, oh my God. And I felt like all my ancestors just dropped in behind me and patted me on the back, like, good girl, this is the way you're supposed to go. So we started doing my Reiki training. My Reiki teacher was also doing a yoga certification. I was like, oh, yoga, what's that? yoga got me sober. For a long time, my coping mechanisms were alcohol and drugs, which was fun at the time, but what goes up must come down. So yoga and meditation and Reiki and all these gorgeous things that I'd never even heard of before started to get me untuck my head out my own arse and realize what was actually out there and that I could do the things that I wanted to do. So um voluntary redundancy came round. I put my hand up because I was already really unhappy. I'd had loads of time off sick. They picked me. I skipped off into the sunset to start my own spiritual business, but I didn't have a fucking clue what I was doing. I didn't know what I didn't know. I just knew this was what I wanted to do. So finally got myself sorted, started working with a few business coaches that were guiding me, and then opened my own little studio, was fucking loving life. Everything was amazing. I was doing Reiki and meditation and yoga, and it was me sessions were fully booked, and then fucking lockdown happened. And I was like, yay! But at that time, I'd signed up to do an online course about how to do online courses. And it changed my life. I started doing courses about the things that I loved, about chakras and moon rituals and all that. And my business grew. I moved online. So that's where I've sort of come from. Um, but my mental health, and I know how fucking scary it is to be seen. I'm going to share more about that in a minute. But there's a quote that I absolutely love, and it's everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. And it's so fucking true, isn't it? Because there's so many things that we want to do, but we think we can't, or we talk ourselves out of it and we make excuses because we think it's too hard. And we're like, oh, I'll just settle for this. But actually, this fucking burning desire is inside of you that won't go away, which is probably why you're here. So, I'm not sure if it's my ADHD or whatever, but I absolutely love doing things that make me want to shit myself. So when I found out, things felt a little bit scary, I was actually okay with that in the end. But losing my mum and dad really close together, just rewinding a little bit, after I took redundancy, my biological dad had an autoimmune disease. He had a fucking horrendous death. And then 18 months later, my mum got terminal lung cancer. She passed away within a year. So those two things combined shoved a huge rocket up my arse and made me just think, fuck it. Like, what have we got to lose? This isn't a dress rehearsal. Like, my mum wanted to be a paramedic. And, like, literally on her deathbed, she was like, do you know what? I wish I'd have done that sooner. She never got to go to the Maldives. There was things that she wanted to do that she was putting off and putting off and putting off because she wanted to do them. And in the end, she didn't have time. And I know, we're still young and all that, but we just don't know what's around the corner, which is why I'm so passionate about helping people like silence all the shit chattery, but also like I don't want you to spend the next 12 years doing all sorts of courses and spending shitloads of money on stuff like I did when I've been through it and learned the important bits and I can share them with you. So that's the whole purpose of the Spiritual Business Academy. But today, today, I'm going to take you over the next 60 to 90 minutes because I do waffle a little bit. I'll do my best to keep it short. I'm going to take you on a delicious journey. I'm going to attack the bitch first because she's the loudest. So we're going to deal with her first. The creepy, leggy stalker that's constantly pissing on you on fire. We're going to look her right in the eyeballs to see exactly what she's been saying, what's been holding you back. And I'm going to show you how to reframe all the shit that comes up so that in the future you've got the tools to do it again and again. You'll know what to do. Then the vision. I'm going to take you to meet your future self. Get crystal clear on what you want to create, like what's in your heart and soul, what's guiding you towards, like what are the nudges that the universe and your future self are throwing at you, but you take no notice of, or you can't because your inner bitch has got her hands over your ears. Going to help you to connect to your future self, to feel into it. And then the top 5 key components. So now she's quiet and you can actually start to get excited and believe that those things can happen. Um, I'm going to help you. I've put 5 key components, but it's basically all it's the 5 most fucking essential steps that I've discovered over the last however many years, 12, 13 years, that nobody tells you when you're starting your own business. But it's like the fucking holy grail of business survival. Like, if you know these things and you can just embody these and remember that these are the most important things, like, you can't go wrong. So, has everybody got something to write on? Because I'm going to go. Okay, let me just have a little drink. I was creating the slides this morning thinking I had all the time in the world. Totally lost track of time. Didn't have any breakfast, so I've had 3 pieces of dark chocolate for my breakfast. So if I keep making funny gurgly noises, it's my body going, "What the fuck have you just put in me at this time of morning?" Okay. So I want to start by sharing a little bit about your subconscious mind. And you probably all know this, and I'm sorry if I'm teaching you to suck eggs, but your subconscious mind is fully formed by the age of 7. So this means that every belief that you've got today, unless you've done your inner work, is normally a belief that little you has formed from asking questions or having experiences. So we just want you to take a minute and think about everything that happened to you up to the age of 7. So know that you're safe. And I just want to put this out there. If anything does come up for people and you feel unsafe after this call, please know that I am here to fully support you, um, in whatever you need. So think about the people that you asked the questions to when you were little. So it makes sense that sometimes we've got like fucked up perspectives and huge limiting beliefs around certain things, doesn't it? So my nan hated rich people. She always talked about how money was the root of all evil. How people who drove Porsches had little willies. So like, I was 5. I didn't need to know that, nan. Um, but I was also bullied in primary school. So being unseen was really safe for me. I used to play in the dark parts of the playground. I'm not being dramatic, but I just did not want to be fucking seen. So, which is why when I was about to do my first live, I'd opened a Facebook group and I was working with a business coach and she was like, "Go live and do this thing." Like, I fucking cried my leg off before because I was scared that the bullies from primary school were gonna see me and they were gonna come and bully me again. And I was 38. Like, little me was still shit scared at 18. So this little exercise that I'm gonna do with you now, like when I first did it, it blew my head off. I had no idea that the subconscious beliefs I had about myself and my abilities and all the things that I'd asked and been told were so fucking mean. But these were the things that were chatting and humming along beneath the surface. Um, so I want you to just get comfy and get your notepad and pen. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just ground you in for a minute. So get you to focus on your breath, do a little body scan, and then I'm going to ask you some questions. And these questions, I don't want you to think about them. I just want you to fill in the gap, and let what comes up come up. So the first thing that you think about, regardless of how fucking random it is or mad or like, what does that even mean? This is your subconscious. I'm going to relax you and then activate you. So let the answers just come through and then we'll go from there. Okay, so when you are ready, if you just want to get yourself comfy and just make sure your pen and your paper are close by because we're only going to be here for a little minute, but I'm just going to ground you in. So just take a nice slow deep breath in and just sigh everything out. And then take another slow deep breath in and just hold at the top and just feel that expansion in your chest. And then slowly breathe it all out, just relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your belly, softening into your body. And then take another slow deep breath in. And this time just relaxing your brow, relaxing all the little muscles around your eyes as you soften your temples, softening through your cheeks and through your jaw. Maybe even letting your tongue drop away from the roof of your mouth so you can soften through the whole of your face. Take another slow, deep breath in. And again, just feeling that expansion in your chest and the coolness of the air. And as you breathe out, just relax all the muscles in the back of your neck. Dropping your shoulders down away from your ears. Softening The muscles in the tops of your arms and your elbows and your forearms and your wrists. Softening through the palms of your hands and all the way down to the tips of your fingers. And then take another slow, deep breath in this time. Feel your belly rise and just hold it. And as you breathe out, softening your belly, relaxing your lower back and your hips. Relaxing the front and back of your thighs, the front and back of your knees, your calves, your ankles, your heels, the soles of each foot, and all the way down to the end of each toe. Take another slow, deep breath in. And this time, as you exhale, just allow all the muscles in your body to soften and relax. Just breathe in as you relax and relaxing as you breathe. In a moment, I'm going to ask you some questions. So when you're ready, I want you to just take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, I want you to open your eyes and just pick up your pen and just let the first answers to these questions come into your head, okay? So, I can't. What can't you do? Don't overthink it. I can't. What can't you do? I mustn't. What mustn't you do? I should. I shouldn't. I must. And I'm not. Okay, so just have a little look at what's come up. I've put the questions on the screen, so if you want to have a look at them, but I just wanted you to like ping, ping, ping the answers out because that is your subconscious speaking. The first answer is normally the truth, and some of the stuff that has come up might be a little bit like, so don't know. I can't even see the chat on here. I'm just going to stop sharing for 1 sec. Does anybody want to share anything in the comments that's come up for them? Like when I first did this, I was like, is it any fucking wonder that we hold ourselves back when this is the stuff that our subconscious is just like humming along to us? Mine is around security for sure. Yeah. Mine was like, I'm not good enough. I can't do that. I mustn't rock the boat. I should be a good girl. I was like, what the fucking fuck? Like, wow. So just give you a
I
little
can
sec.
share.
You okay to share? I'm recording this, so it's going to go out. Are you okay to share? You can put it in the comments and we can do it at the end if you want, just so that you know.
No, I can share because
Okay.
what came up. Well, I mean, it's just what came up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we just went back to our 7-year-old self as well. Mine said, "I can't be seen. I mustn't be heard. I should tell the world.
Yes.
I must help change. I'm not that little girl anymore."
Oh, so there's a mix in there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a mix of little and now.
Yeah, the fiery beast. After our conversation yesterday, man is responding to current situations. Oh, your brother turned up. Ah, well, I've recorded it, so you can do it. But if you want to just read through and just see if anything comes up, or if you want to do it properly, like hang on and do it in a bit. It's no props. I mustn't give up. I'm not ready. Yeah. Do you know what? We're never ready. I don't think we're ever really ready. Like we just need to fucking get over ourselves and just do it because I'm going to talk about this in a minute, but one of the things I say to all my clients is what if you couldn't get it wrong? What if you believed you couldn't get it wrong? Like, what would you do then? Like, we'd do fucking everything, wouldn't we? Because, like, there's only one us. We're supposed to do it in our way. There's so many fucking cookie cutter molds, and you need to do it this way and that way, and blah, blah, blah. And I get it because, it's what's worked for them. But ultimately, we are here to be fucking magnificent beings and have our own sparkly pea glitter ideas and change the world. And that's what the Spiritual Business Academy is. Like, I'm going to help you start your own spiritual business, but your way. Like, who are you? There's only one fucking you, and I want the sparkly best bits to be seen by the world and to give you the tools to show up and have the confidence. Anyway, I'm going to come on to that, but let me just see what else I've got in here. My last two were really weird. They were the same. Oh, do you want to share what they were? You don't have to.
Yeah, so my last two, what were the last two words?
I must and I'm not.
I must be secure. I'm not secure.
Ooh.
Ugh,
Oh, you've just like done a big, massive lady balls thing though, haven't you? And
it's my last day today.
so is it okay to share?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yep. So Ray's just handed her notice in on her job. It was a big pile of wank, wasn't it? So she's just dead excited
yeah,
about life in general now. And so
yeah.
that it's really normal that like that would come up. But
And it's really interesting because where my industry, I'm in the fitness industry now, which was a whole spiritual journey in itself for me, getting to that point. And it's so interesting when you said about the cookie cutter molds, like the amount of this is how you get your PT clients, and this is how you do this, and this is how you do this, and like even from where I was working, and that just hit like me in the gut when you said cookie cutter molds, and just to do it the way that I know, and I was like, oh
look
yeah,
at what you've received in downloads and meditations, and like
yeah.
what you're here to do. It's just that whole grow big vagina thing, isn't it? And just like, yeah.
Honestly, like I I've had the weirdest dreams because obviously I know that I'm in this like movement, and when I think about it and I think about what's coming, I know like this giggly, horrible, like wanna be sick feeling. And I don't even want to go in today, but I know I have to. And I've left on really good terms and stuff, and I've learned loads, but it's not even that. It's not even the leaving or going into there. It's the fact that after like when I wake up tomorrow, like it's game time. Like I've got to get going, and yeah, shit myself. Yeah. So anyway, I love you,
It
guys.
comes out. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I am so fucking excited for you. The
Shit.
voice note she's been sending me over the last couple of days, like, "Ah!" I love it. Do you know what though? We fucking don't know what's around the corner, do we? And unless we try, we'll never know. And we can never fail. The only time you can ever fail is if you stop or you give up. Like, anyway, thank you for sharing that, ladies. Let me see if I can find where it was. There we go. Hooray! Okay, so I'm going to show you how to reframe the shit that you've just chatted to yourself. So, where's my little button? Okay. So, for example, if you had something like, I can't do that, you would change it to, I can do anything. So, have a little look at the things that you've written down, and I just want you to write something nice and positive and something better than what's on the other side of that to reframe it. And it's literally just cock blocking it, like, no, that's not the belief anymore. This is what it is now. Um, like I got I am tattooed on my wrist at the beginning of the year to remind myself that I am whoever I choose to be and how who am I today? Like I am kind, I am enough, I am loving, I am fucking hormonal. It's like don't choose to be that, but it's like who we always have a choice, don't we? But it's catching it. But if these are the things that are humming along, it's no wonder that we have these blocks and that we don't move forwards because we don't know what's humming along beneath the surface unless we know. And then this little tool, it sounds proper ridiculously easy, but honestly it changes so much. And even if you just keep this and sit and do it again in a couple of months, it changes all the time. So just I'll just give you a couple of little minutes to just have a little play with that. And if you can't think of one, please just let me know and I'll help you if there's something that you're stuck on, because sometimes it's hard to find your own if it feels a bit big. That sounds really wrong, doesn't it? Sorry. And what this does is now you've shined a light on the shit that's been driving your bus for like the past however many years or months or whatever. Like this is you flipping it on its arse now, and now you're in the driver's seat and you're in control because you've seen it, and you're like, no, No, not here for that. Oh, can I? Oh, yay. Someone else has come in. Can I do this? Oh, I've just found out I can read the comments while I'm in here. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Oh my God. I feel like you need to create some sort of Canva beautifulness and put that in a frame and just have it next to your bed. So every morning you wake up and you go, mm-hmm, yes, queen. Or I'll do you one with my little face on like that. I won't.
Please, can I have it with you in the squirrel costume?
Oh my God. Okay, I'll do you one.
Thank you, bye.
Oh, funny. Okay, where are we going now? Right. So now you've shined a light on that. I called it in a bitch because it is the shit that we chat to ourselves, and sometimes it just bobs up. And I did an Instagram post the other week, excuse me, and it was me with two googly eyes on each hand. And one was like the voice that's always neggy and shit and just chats to us all the time. Like, you can't do that. And then when we start to see it and we start to do the inner work, we have this little quiet voice that comes in the other side and it's like, yes, you can. I believe in you. You can do anything. And then this one gets bigger and this one gets quieter. But it's like two sock puppets in your head just fucking constantly battling. That's what it feels like in my head. Some sort of like Muppet scenario going on. Going on. Um, okay. So hopefully now you've seen that, you'll feel a bit freer to start getting excited about all the things that make you pea glitter and give you fanny flutters. That's what I've written down, so I've just read it out. So when I did this, when I met my future self, I did a quantum jumping experience as part of my hypno training earlier this year in January. I was shown something that changed my whole business. I was shown the new direction that I needed to go in. And from that, I created a program called Beneath the Surface, which was one of the most transformational courses that I've ever done. Um, and I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't been shown it in like metaphorically, but my future self gave me all these signs and she told me these messages. And so I'm going to take you to meet your future self now so that you can feel into and get confirmation on what your soul knows are your next steps. So, if you can get somewhere comfy again, this is slightly longer. Excuse me, this is about 10 minutes. Oh my God, this dark chocolate. I'll try not to burp all the way through. Um, I just want to say for anyone that's, I think you've all meditated before, but just just putting it out there, allow any distractions to be there. Like my house is feral, so if anyone comes in, I apologize. But allow noises that are around you to just be there as well. Just let them, just notice them and then just let them go away. Do you know what I mean? So stay inwards as much as you can. If you've got brothers or animals or anything like that around, or just ask them to just fuck off for 10 minutes if you can, while you do this, because this will be a little bit magic, I hope. Okay, so take a minute to get comfy, and if you can, stay slightly sitting up just so you don't fall asleep, because it's a weird time of year, isn't it? And sleep's fine. We're allowed to just fall asleep whenever we want. Okay, so I just want you to take a nice, slow, deep breath in and just hold it at the top. And then as you breathe out, just let your body soften. Just let your body feel heavy but supported. Just feeling that exhale leaving your body. And then take another slow, deep breath in and just hold it at the top. Just like before, as you breathe out, we're going to bring your awareness to the crown of your head. Just relaxing your brow and your temples. Softening all the little muscles around your eyes. Relaxing your cheeks and your jaw. And then taking another slow, deep breath in and just hold it at the top. And as you breathe out, relax all the muscles in the back of your neck. Letting your shoulders drop down away from your ears. Relaxing down into your arms and your elbows and your forearms and your wrists. Softening the palms of your hands and all the way down to the ends of your fingers. And then just take a slow, deep breath in, feel your belly rise. And this time, as you breathe out, softening your belly, relaxing your lower back, softening into your hips and your thighs, relaxing the front and back of your knees, softening through your calves and your ankles and the soles of each foot and all the way down to the ends of each toe. Take another slow, deep breath in. And this time, as you breathe out, just allow all the muscles in your body to soften and relax. Just imagining that with every breath out, you're stepping gently out of the noise of the day and more into yourself. As if you're turning the volume down on the outside world and turning it up on your inner one. As we go through this journey, you might notice sensations, you might see images, you might get feelings, or you might just feel calm and relaxed. And there's no right way for this to happen. Just let it happen in the way your system understands it best. In your mind's eye now, I want you to imagine that you're standing in front of a doorway. And just take a minute to notice all the details of what this looks like. Notice the frame, the door handle, the actual door, just taking in all the details. Because this doorway is a portal to a future version of you. A version of you who made aligned decisions. The you who built an authentic, successful business that works for you and your family and your life. This future self exists on a timeline that becomes available the minute you stop second guessing yourself and start trusting what you already know. So when you're ready, imagine placing your hand on the door handle. But before you open it, I want you to quietly just set this intention. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Guide me towards what matters now. And when it feels right, step through the door. So I want you to notice where you are. You might see your future self clearly in front of you, or you might sense them. You might just know that they're there. Know that this is you further along your path. She's grounded, clear. She feels safe and she's confident. Notice how they hold themselves. Notice their posture. Notice how their energy feels. And notice their presence. They don't rush. They don't explain themselves unnecessarily. They don't overthink everything. They look like someone who trusts their decisions. Just take a moment to really observe them. And notice what you feel in your body as you move to stand in front of this version of you. And she's been waiting for you and she welcomes your presence. So take a minute to just breathe her in, just knowing that you are her and she is you. And when you're ready, you can ask them some questions. And you don't need her to answer all of these, just the ones that give you the feels, and she'll know which ones are right. So you might ask, what did you stop doing that changed everything? What did you commit to doing, even when it felt uncomfortable? No excuses. What skills or support or structure made the biggest difference to you? What would you tell me to stop overthinking right now? What's one thing I need to take seriously if I want this future? And if there's anything else that you want to ask, just allow yourself to ask those questions and allow yourself to receive the answers. Just trust in what comes, whether it's words or images or a feeling in the body or a sense of, I know this. Just let it come. Now I want you to gently shift your focus to noticing how this future version of you works. How do they show up? How they hold and work with their clients? How they structure their energy and their time and their boundaries. And you might realize that they're not doing more, they're doing things properly. They don't rely on guesswork. They don't try and hold everything alone. And they've learned how to be embodied and ethical and confident and clear in their work. Notice what kind of support they allowed themselves to receive. Was there any training that they said yes to? What standards did they choose to uphold and bring in? And what things did they say no to? And just let yourself really see that and feel it. Now thank your future self, knowing that you don't need to become them overnight. She's gifting you her clarity because it's not always about the destination, it's about the journey too. And as you begin to step back through the doorway, imagine bringing one thing with you, one internal shift, one insight, one decision, one choice. Just feel into this. Put your hand on your heart if you want to and really feel into this. Breathe it in, knowing that this is already yours. And then when you're ready, step back through the doorway and let it gently close behind you. Bringing your awareness back to your breath, just feeling the coolness of the inhale and the warmth of the exhale. Bringing your awareness back into your body, back into the room. Just wiggling your fingers. Taking a big deep breath in and reaching your arms all the way up above your head, which you're doing instinctively. Oh, and having a big yawn and a stretch. Oh, when you're ready, open your eyes and just give yourself a minute. And I just want you to really notice like what was undeniable. What came through that was like, fuck me, yes, I know this. What did she make very, very clear? And I'll just give you a little minute to write it all down. If anyone wants to share, more than welcome to share.
I don't mind sharing if
Oh, yay. Hello.
yeah. Hello, you okay?
Yes, good.
Yeah, so my door was kind of it was kind of very white and cream, and there was lots of movement to it, and like woods and vines and things like that. And then when I went in, there was just a bright light, and there was a woman in a long dress, me in the long dress. But there was what I'm starting to believe on some things I'm doing is my spirit guide, which was a horse we used to have, and he was
Oh,
there with a rainbow the whole time. And there's lots of light around. Sorry, it gets me a bit emotional.
oh, that's so gorgeous.
And I was just basically, yeah, asking things like, how do I do it? And I've lost my herd in my yard and stuff. And because my big thing about healing, I'm very much how the horses help. And she just said, you have the spirit of the horse inside you. You don't need it. You don't need people to be at your yard. You have it inside you. So, yeah.
Oh my God, I've got stiffies and everything, like goosebumps all over me. It's just, oh,
So,
how
yeah.
does
And she
that
had a
feel?
hand on my heart the whole time and said, you've got everything you need already inside you. So, yeah.
How fucking gorgeous is that?
Mm.
Are you
So,
okay?
yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you for
Emotional.
sharing. That
But
was
yeah.
absolutely beautiful. Oh my God. Oh, say that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I've got it's time to be seen, relax, and have fun with the journey. Yes. Yes, Nick. It's that, isn't it? Client led will allow you not to have to create fun. Oh my God. Are you a Manny Jen by any chance? Responded, little tornado. That's what we need to do, though, isn't it? We just need to feel in and respond. And we quantum jump all the time. We're like, this is what I'm doing now. Oh, shiny. And we're off over there and we're doing something over there. And it's like, and I'm going to share something in a minute. Like, I've worked with so many coaches who've tried to niche me. I'll, I don't want to spoil me notes, but yeah, it's always that. It's that trust. Because it's your gut, isn't it? Like we speak first from our sacral, and then like I'm an emotional authority. I need to vape now. You go and vape, love. That's fine. Um, um, I have to calm myself down sometimes and go, hang on, is this right? And I give myself a couple of days to feel into stuff if I'm making decisions. But with regards to clients, sometimes if someone says something to me, I'm like, I've been thinking about that. And it just like holds hands and skips off, doesn't it? You're like, yay. Ray's got stiffies as well. Amazing. That was just so gorgeous. I've never worked with horses before, but I've just ran a retreat in Egypt and we did horse healing. We found a sanctuary in the desert and we went there and I had the most phenomenal experience again, which has changed my life. The messages that this woman was able to give me through channeling with these horses. And then I went and was a healer on the horse retreat for all these Egyptian women who fucking hell the trauma like that those women have been through. If you think about their religion and their culture and all that shit, it was just like I just wanted to bring them all home with me. I'm going there on the 13th. Oh my God, Egypt. Oh, oh my God, we need to
I'm
talk.
going to the Horse Lady Soul
Oh
Strike.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm so
Oh,
I saw it on your thing and then I followed her and then it came up. So I'm going with my husband.
oh my God. Are you staying in Alguna?
Yeah, we're saying that. And then we're going, she's going to pick us up and then so it's there for like 4 days. I'm
Oh my
so
God.
freaking excited. And
As
that's from you that's seeing your post. And I was
it
like, fucking love that. And then it came up and I was like, yep, I'm on it.
it'll change your life, honestly. It's fucking fun. I'll speak to you after this if you want
Mhm.
about it because it's just
Yeah.
um oh my God, that's even a bit oh, I just love it.
And the pyramids came up in the vision as well, which was in the door vision. So which was really good. And I was like, yeah, I know what's coming.
Supposed to be there, honestly. It's just so I'm doing another Egypt retreat in October and we're going to the pyramids and the retreat house that I'm staying in or we're staying in. You can see the pyramids from the garden. I was like, fucking, I'm having that.
That's amazing.
No, it's not the pyramids, but it is pyramids. So
Yeah.
it's quieter, if you know what I mean. It's not by the like the main big ones, but fucking hell. Nick, pass on my details if you Oh yeah, I was gonna ask actually after the call if I could. So Heather's my sister from another mister who lives in El Gouna. And I stay with her when I go to Egypt. So I'll get in touch after that. Thank you, Heather. You're so beautiful. Right. Okay. I didn't have a clear vision, but the words you are compassion, love, nurturer, empath, intuition, and mother and baby nurturer, which, well, we know this, Fig, don't we? You are fucking magic Mother Earth, like literally. Um, oh yeah. I hope that's given you more like I don't know, confidence. I was gonna say a bigger vagina, but I keep talking about vaginas, so I'm trying to stop. Okay, let me go back.
Okay, can I just say this? You know, earlier you said grab life by the vagina. On my laptop, I've got a sticker and it says grab life by the pussy.
Yes.
So when you said it, I like just chuckled to myself because that's the thing I read every time I get on my laptop.
I made a thing once and it said grab life by the labia. I was like, yes. We so need to though, don't we? Because it's just like, and I think, do you know what? Being around like-minded, fizzy people that it's just gets excited about stuff. That's what we need is like the community of just, oh my God, I'm doing this, and people peeing glitter all over you and just actually genuinely wanting you to succeed, because the world needs more fucking people doing their own thing in their own way, but we're told you doing this and you doing that. And I've just had a massive digital detox over Christmas. I've had an AI detox, I've had an everything detox, and I fucking feel like I found my soul again. I honestly can't wait for 2026. And you go, oh, that's what was the matter. Like too much noise and just confusion and giving yourself extra things to do when you know, like, and that's what I love, like part of the training inside the spiritual business academy is intuitive Reiki master practitioner, so it's helping you bring out your own gifts to teach like a Sui's way with the hand positions, but everyone's got their own gifts. Some people feel, some people see, some people you'll know about this, but I want people to embody and embrace that more and bring that into all of their work, because the world needs more amazing people doing things in their own way, because that's what you're here for. But it's that whole do it this way, do it that. No, fuck that. Let's just play and do it whatever. I mean, obviously there's got to be structure and the strategy because it's a business and we need the masculine because it's the solid foundations. But the most important part of it for me was self-regulation. Um, managing my nervous system, understanding my inner bitch, all of those like grounding, understanding my energy, that knowing that I'm a Manny Gen, and that I am really emotional, and I don't forget things on purpose. It's because I've got an open head in my human design, and I'm ADHD and all those things. So it's like, who are you, and what bits of you do you need to embody to be the best you? We're not all supposed to be the same. Um, I got the word see you soon. Oh, see you soon. I hope I see you soon. Oh, yes. Yes, we do, right? So for anyone that's interested, just because that's come up and I'm just going to say it, I'm running a retreat in March called the Feminine Energy Guide Reset. And it's for people who've got gifts, who want to come and play in a safe space with loads of magical women for the whole weekend, understanding the chakras more, understanding you more, and then sort of, this sounds really wrong, but playing with each other so that you regain or gain the confidence to do intuitive healing sessions yourself by the time you leave. So if anyone wants any more info on that, please let me know. Okay, where are we going now? Let's click me button. So, clarity. Where's me notes? Do, 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 do. So what I noticed from my experience back in January, I think, was that I had clarity, like just fucking ping. I was like, oh my God, I know what I need to do now, and I know what I can't keep doing anymore. And I'd felt it, because I'd gone on that journey, I'd met my future self, she'd showed me, I believed it, that feeling, like Kaz, that feeling that you got with being like the horses inside you, you don't need anything else. It's already there. It's all of that. And your future self might have shown you something that really resonates with you. So just really notice what that is, because you've been told that for a reason. Okay. Just put It could be this is something that I was shown, that you need more structure and support so that you can do the work you love without burning out or shitting yourself and doubting yourself every single time. We talk ourselves out of everything, don't we? And this, again, is all the reasons why I've created the Spiritual Business Academy, because I know what it's like to feel alone. I know what it's like to lose your way and to have people try and put you in a fucking box. And a space to feel safe, and grounded, where you can become more self-aware and confident in what you're offering because you're doing it your way. It's yours. And it's almost like when we're working for someone else, like when I worked in the bank, I was so confident about talking about the products. I could sell a loan like that. I was the top seller in the bank. I could do all the insurances, blah 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 blah. But when I started my own business, I was like, fucking hell. Yeah, I do Reiki. Like covered me fucking mouth when I was talking and everything. Because I didn't believe in myself because there was loads of people out there already doing it, more experienced. And the people I asked to help me, literally, they might have told me to just fuck off. They were like, my path isn't your path. We have different journeys. And I was like, no, you're just a bastard and you don't want to help me. It was really mean because I was like, how did you do that? No, can't possibly tell you. I was like, oh, fuck's sake. So I want to help people because I don't like meanies. Um, but when you are your sparkly best self, when you're doing things your way, you become a magnet for the right people, for the people who love horses, for the people who love psychic stuff, for the people who want to blend movement and spirituality or have got babies or whatever it is. Um, because the more you are, like, there's only one you, and this is what magnetizes the people to you. So again, the Spiritual Business Academy is for people who've already felt the call, the desire, but don't really know where to start, but know they don't want to build their life on throwing spaghetti at the wall, which is what I did. And it's so fucking noisy in the online space. Like you go on and you just bombarded. And I put a little thing up yesterday that said, can we please treat people like humans and not pound signs? Because I feel like I've been abused in my messages over Christmas. Like, hey, I'm just dropping in. Hi, like, who are you? Have a conversation with me, treat me like a person, and I might not even be your ideal client. No, I don't want to lose 2 stone. Go away. But they haven't asked me how I feel about my weight. They just said I've got this weight anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, so hang on. I've written double-sided. So my top 5 key components. Components is such a big word for me, but I couldn't think of another one that actually. I was going to put things, which I suppose is the same thing, isn't it? So these are the things I fucking wish people had told me when I was starting out. That probably would have stopped me from working with some seriously shit coaches. I'm sorry, but it's true because some people are really amazing marketers, but they don't deliver and they promise they're going to do this and they're going to do that and inside here and they fuck off. Like I've spent thousands of pounds with people who I've been mid-conversation with on a one-to-one call and they've gone, oh, time's up. Okay, are you excited about that yet? Nice one. Okay, see you next week. And I was like, I hadn't fucking finished my sentence. Like literally my time was up. And I just felt like she took me money and wasn't listening to anything. She was just telling me what to do. And anyway, so the shit chatterers and the robbing soulless bastards, I like to call them. Said with love. And this is the stuff nobody tells you because it's not what sells. And it's not what sets you, but it's the difference between having a business and a life that sucks the life out of you or one that you absolutely love. Okay. This, um, just let me go back because I just want to share this little bit. Hang on. There we go. So all these things that I'm sharing from someone who has built and rebuilt and simplified and overcomplicated and got in the cupboard and I'm still figuring stuff out and we're constantly evolving. But this, out of everything that I'm going to say, is the most important thing. Like you have got to be you. There's only one you. And I know I've said it about 50 times, but you've got to be yourself, fully, unapologetically. And I know that word's bashed around by chat, but it's so fucking true. Like without watering yourself down to be more marketable or like n not a perfected version of you, the version that you think will make people or make you easier to like. Like honestly, nobody wants perfect, in my opinion. Bring out the weird. And the more you share things about you that you might think people will go, what the fuck, or like judge you for. And I'm not talking about your dark secrets, things like that, but I'm talking about you personality wise and who you are. Like, I like jigsaws. I'm fucking obsessed with The Walking Dead and now Breaking Bad. I actually I actually joined a casting agency because I might get an extra on a film set as a zombie. Like that is my fucking lifelong dream. So if anyone knows, if anyone who's into filmmaking and needs a zombie, like please let it be me. Like that's one of my fucking lifelong dreams. I love squirrels. I, I fucking swear, like I dress up as a squirrel. I love dressing up in different. But the more people see the real you, the more you become their person. And also, sharing things about yourself. I can remember when I was writing my book and I was absolutely shitting myself about talking about my alcohol and drug coping mechanisms because it was like people are going to think I'm not spiritual and people are going to think, I'm a bad mother. And actually, we're all fucking human. And when my book came out, so many people messaged me and said, "Oh my God, I feel like you're talking about me. Like this has been my life." And I was like, "Oh my God." And that really set me free to start sharing more of my journey. Because when people really see us, they connect to us. Like the more Brené Brown says it, doesn't she? Like vulnerability, it's the thing we look for first in other people, but it's the last thing we want to be ourselves because it doesn't feel safe. But the more you can share about the stuff that's happened to you, people see you as a real person, and that's where the heart connection comes in. Because the moment you start pretending to be somebody else in your business, like you've got to be that fake person every day, and that must be fucking really exhausting. Like imagine if I pretended I didn't swear. Imagine if I was working with a client and I was like, "Oh yes, come and work with me," and then the fucking F-bombs and all sorts of inappropriateness slipped out my mouth. They'd be like, "I didn't sign up for this." It's so important that you're you. And businesses that last are the ones that feel good and grow steadily and attract the right people because they're built on truth. Um, and sometimes, we're told we need to have all these we need to be Instagram famous and we need to have all these followers and 10K months. And actually, what is your version of success? It has to look like what it feels right for you. You've got to be you. What's important to you? Do you want more time with your family? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want to just help more people? Like whatever. Um, but they're built on truth, your voice, your values, your weird quirks, your way of seeing the world. And so many coaches try to squeeze me into a box. And they tried to make me niche. They were like, you just need to do one thing. I was like, I'm going to be sick all over myself. I just can't do it. I'm a Manny Jen. ADHD, emotional authority, just I love the flavor of all the different things. And I am a spiritual empowerment coach. That's my umbrella. But underneath it, there's loads of stuff. I don't ever want to do just one thing. I'm a creative naturally. And like, who are you? What do you love? Do you love just doing one thing or do you want to do all different things? So a question that's helped me is this actually me? Or am I trying to be someone I think I should be? And that answer will tell you everything. And I want you to do just one thing for me as well, please. If you could write the word imperfection. So Imperfection. If you can just write that word down somewhere for me. And then when you've done that, after the letter M, I want you to draw a big line so it separates and makes two words. And what's it say? I'm perfection. Because within imperfection is your own version of perfection. There's no such thing. It's different for everyone. But we look to be like other people, but actually it doesn't exist. You've got to do it yourself. So I would love for you to just remember that next time you're trying to fit into something. because you know there's only one you. Oh, got 3 new messages. Oh, yay. It's so hard to niche. Yeah, we don't need to niche. Fuck niching. Okay.
Nikki,
Yeah.
this is so weird. In our future self,
Mhm.
sorry, I'm just like scanning my breakfast because I'm working in an hour. I couldn't see her face.
Ooh.
Right, so I couldn't see her face, and I felt like I was trying to like you know when you've got a porcelain doll,
Yeah.
like try to put her face together. I could see her body, but I couldn't see her face. And then I've just done that, and then you've just said like your imperfections, and then I just saw her
Oh.
like just like having my scrambled eggs, and she's like, "Ping, fucking hell, are you?" And you know what? I'm no different. I don't look any different. And I think that's such a big of the fitness industry is that you've got to look a certain way, but actually you just don't at all.
No, because people are real people.
Yeah.
We need more real people being real people because it's not. Oh, yeah, thank you for sharing that. And it just shows, doesn't it? Like I can remember doing my one of my first future self ones years ago, and I was me, and I had a blue fluffy cardigan that used to belong to my mum. And I was like, what? Why aren't I different? Because everyone was getting themselves in gold gowns and all this. And I was like, why am I in jeans and a fluffy cardi that was my mum's? And it was that whole I didn't need to be anybody else. I just needed to love who I was. And it makes sense now. Oh, thanks for sharing that. Oh, gorgeous while you're eating your eggs. Okay. The second one. Decide who you're for and be okay with not being for everyone. Some people have messaged me saying, I cannot put up with your vulgar language. Please unsubscribe me. And I'm like, okay, sorry, bye. Not even sorry. Fuck off with love, namaste. You know, I'm not for you. That's okay. I don't ever intentionally want to offend anyone by my language. It's just my language. So if you try and help everyone, you end up with a business that feels vague and heavy and like weirdly invisible because you're not you're watering yourself down and you're filtering yourself and you're not showing all the, like some days I've gone to do a live and I've looked at my face and gone, fucking hell, love. You could do with a bit of Botox and it's not for me at the minute and I don't judge anyone that's had it, but I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to press the button and I press the button and I take a big breath and I just waffle. But it's that, isn't it? It's the whole like, we need to just get over ourselves because the people that are right for you, that you won't need to convince them. They'll feel you, they'll be drawn to you by your energy. And again, that whole magnet thing with like the little clients on the end. When you are you, you are magnetic. Your energy is just like so fucking powerful because you're shining your light. And I know that sounds cheesy as fuck, but like you are shining. Like, and that's people see you and go, what the fuck's that over there? And it's like the weird in me sees the weird in you, do you know? And it draws people to you and people recognize themselves in your words, but that only happens when you're willing to say this is for you but it's not for you. And I was a little bit worried about doing this because I was thinking, oh, is there enough people out there that want to do their own spiritual businesses? And I thought, but that's what I want to help people with, so I need to talk specifically to those people. And there's something like 62 people in the group, which is fucking, like, honestly, can't even explain how happy I am about that. But clarity creates safety for you and your clients because when you're talking about what you're doing and who it's for, if it's not for them, you don't want them. They can go and find the right person for them. We're not here to be everyone's cup of tea. Okay, this one makes people's bum twitch a little bit, but you need to be willing and to learn how to be seen before you feel like you're ready. And again, it's that whole imperfection thing. So not when everyone's or when everything's perfect and you've got all your ducks in a row. And if you've noticed, I don't have ducks, I have squirrels. You build confidence by showing up, not the other way around. And one of the biggest things that has ever helped me is removing expectation. Show up because you want to show up. Don't show up because you attaching anything, any sort of result to anything. Show up with your passion and your love and your message and whatever it is that you want to share, and people will feel you. But most people don't fail because they're bad. What they do, they fail because they hide. They wait for the right moment. Oh, I'll just go and put some lipstick on. Oh, I'll just do this. For any Manny Jens in the house, by the way, we are spontaneous. We need to show up in that moment when we are. It doesn't matter if you've got no makeup on and you're having a poo, finish your poo, but get outside the door and go live with whatever your message is, because it's that whole in the moment energy. If you try and plan a live, you might find, because I find this when I've tried to pre-record stuff, I've got no energy. I look like I'm pissed off being there because I'm like, oh yeah, and this is like that. No, no, no. I'm not ready. I mean, I've been so fucking excited about this. I couldn't go to sleep last night. At 20 past one, I was like massaging my ears, stroking my vagus nerve, doing tapping, and my squirrels were still like, is it morning? But when we keep preparing instead of letting yourself be seen, like show up again in that whole imperfection thing. Um, and again, like I said before, something I say all the time, you can't get it wrong, especially before I'm about to press the button. You can't get this wrong. It's just your message, and whoever sees it and whatever, just, it's like when we post something and I used to go on and check how many likes I had, or, oh, no one's liked it, I'll take it down. But what would happen is 6 months later, the right person would see that post and be like, I needed to see that today. So that's the whole part of like removing expectation. In that moment, you're putting stuff out there. It's none of your business, really. I mean, we have intentions behind it, don't we? But like where it lands, who sees it, what happens, like let it go. Just go woof and let it go. Have fun. Oh, got some messages. Let's see. Putting that post on yesterday got me 2 clients. Yes, I fucking loved your post. I was hoping it wasn't you doing the handstand though, Nick. I struggle with this at times. I hide. I'm a projector. Oh, so you're not here to respond. You're here to stand in your power. This is how projectors manifest. So you are the lighthouse. Like you literally, when you know your shit and you fucking own that, yes, queen, stand there and your people will just come to you, but you've got to have that first. That makes sense.
Yeah, I totally like I am such a projector, but the humanness, like all that shit
Yeah.
stops me from being that. But when I'm in the moment and I'm like, love it, it's amazing. But then when all the fucking shit creeps in, you're like, and
Yeah.
that's when I'm like, I'm just gonna hide instead. I'll just sit back here. And it's so frustrating.
Do you know what I've done over Christmas is I've put this app on my phone. Let me just tell you what it's called. It's called One Sec. It's
Okay.
it's £20 for the year. I'm only on my free trial for a week. But what it does is when you go to click on Facebook, it puts a thing up and it says take a slow breath. And then after it's finished, it says, do you still want to go onto Facebook, or do you still want to go onto chat or Instagram?
Oh,
So
I
then,
love that.
and do you know
Yeah,
what?
because I'm pretty guilty of like trying to calm the head and I'll just doom scroll just to
Yeah,
get out of like my head.
yeah, dopamine hit. How many times have I gone, what am I going on there for? Like 47 times I stopped myself yesterday. What the fuck?
Really?
Happened
Oh
with
my
me?
God, that's amazing. I'm gonna download that.
I said to my husband, this just shows you how much I look for dopamine
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
those,
same,
in those
exactly same.
places.
Even when you're going on about the squirrels, and then you reminded me of this, I'm just gonna quickly show it you. Because I think you'd appreciate it. Like you're on about you in a squirrel costume. There's me.
Oh my God, what's that?
That's a big,
I can't hear you, sorry.
it's a big squirrel costume. That's me sat in it.
God, it's fucking beautiful. That's the most beautiful squirrel costume I've ever seen.
It's heavy. It was heavy.
I've
But
got
when you
squirrel
mentioned
costume envy.
it, just we were thinking of the squirrels, and I was like, yeah, that really makes sense. And then I remembered that, and I thought I'm gonna have to show her that.
Oh, so I did my TEDx talk as a squirrel talking about
I love
spirituality and
that.
ADHD because I'm not medicated and I've used the tools that I've learned over the years that I didn't even realize as my coping mechanisms. And it was like to help more people. Oh, here we go. Nick's put dopamine or procrastination, avoidance, all of
The
the
whole lot of it, a lot of it, because I came off my medication for ADHD as well, and trying to get like my ADHD head, my trauma for dumping, all that stuff, as well as just being who you're supposed to be. Sometimes I just can't. I can't structure, especially with the menopause, because I had a hysterectomy as well. So I've not been able to place myself for the past few years because it's all been like, oh,
Yeah, and we're not the same every day with the
no.
ADHD, are we? I woke up the other day and I had no squirrels. I was like, this must be what normal people feel like. I just sat. I was like, where have they gone? But these two oils, so rosemary is
Mhm.
amazing for focus, and vetiver is amazing for grounding. So I use these most days, in fact, every day, to help me just to
That's
focus. But that thing yesterday, I was writing the notes for this, just writing it all out, and I kept pressing Facebook, and I was like, "What are you pressing that for?" And it was because I couldn't focus anymore, but I needed to focus, so I got me rosemary oil out and put it
rosemary. And what was the other one, darling?
on
Rosemary.
vetiver. I'll share them in the group. Check
Yeah.
vetiver,
How are you spelling that?
Vetiver. Oh, they're just beautiful. And
And I
then
understand that when someone's just said about the waking up with like no squirrels. Or when the first time I took the ADHD meds, when it had worked, I just cried because I couldn't find my thoughts in my head because I was so used to having them all the time. And I was like, I don't know where they are.
yeah, that's what it feels like, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
And I was
I've
like, this is what it must be like for people. It's lovely. But at the same time, I was so used to it being chaotic, it actually upset me.
I quite like it sometimes. I
Mm.
just I just have to ground myself about 50 times an hour, but
Yeah.
I'm off my meds too. Oh, there's loads of squirrels in the group. Um, yeah, pure squirrel. I'm a generator. I need to talk about what I need to in the moment too, or I miss it. If the moment has passed, I'll find it difficult to talk. Yeah, so your that's your sacral response, isn't it? Try use essential oils. There we go with the dopamine hit. Yeah, Tracy is like essential oil guru. I'm literally forced into getting started, but I'm ready. I've been dragging my heels because I didn't feel good enough and worthy of my purpose. Oh my God. Aren't we bastards to ourselves? We're just horrible, aren't we? Okay. Have I said anything? Write this down. Yeah, I've done that. What if you believed you couldn't get it wrong? Yeah, said that bit. Okay, number 4. This is a biggie. This is something that I've had to work on again and again and again and again and again, and even the other day again. But being comfy in receiving money, the energy of receiving, right? So think about lack energy. When we haven't got enough, we go into lack. Our energy just fucking spikes out all over the place. And for what we know about the law of attraction and our energy, we attract more of the things that we don't want. So when we can be open to receiving, and again, whoever uses affirmations or whatever here, your affirmations gotta be right for you. So one of my favorite ones is I am open to receiving. And I just let the universe decide what it wants to give me. I'm a non-specific manifester, which means that I don't need to know specifics. I need to know feelings. So when I feel into receiving and that feeling of abundance, that's when my energy goes bing. But if I try and go, I need 7,402 pence, it's like I'll be like, oh, how am I going to get it? What do I need to do? But just like literally being in that openness. And we are humans at the end of the day, and shit is very real, and money is its own energy and frequency. So when you're charging for your services, it's so fucking hard not to overgive, not to throw in extra shit just to prove your worth. And I've done this in the past loads of times. You know, being paid without feeling like you've got to say sorry when someone gives you the money. I've just put when receiving feels uncomfortable, your energy leaks and you unintentionally repel more money coming to you. And people feel that. Think about all the posts you read on Facebook, all the needy, do this with me. They're not even thinking about connecting to you emotionally when they're posting because they just want you to buy their thing. And you're like, well, I don't even fucking know what it is. You've asked me for me money and I don't feel seen, or, do you know what I mean? There's no emotion in the language, or so it comes across as desperation because they need to make the money. And sometimes going back to the shit we've just chatted in that first bit, you don't believe you deserve it. So where's that come from? We're not meant to have money's the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. So for my whole life, up until about 5 years ago, I thought rich people were greedy. And then I unintentionally found a best friend who was a millionaire. And she showed me that rich people are fucking beautiful, generous, kind, gorgeous, giving humans. And I was like, right, she's now like, what the epitome of a millionaire is to me. Not these fucking people that walk around with designer handbags and shit like that. She came on my Mexico retreat the other year and she had chipped toenail polish. And I was like, I fucking adore you. Like, she just came as herself. Do you know what I mean? It was absolutely fucking beautiful. But money moves towards ease and certainty and that feeling of safety. So helping people and being paid well is supposed to go together. And this is one of the big things that we cover inside the Spiritual Business Academy, because if you're not open to receiving, or you struggle with receiving, or your money pattern might be what comes in goes out. I used to invest all my money on coaches and mentors, and I'd just have enough to pay for me things, because if I had anything else, I'd pay tax on it, or it might go away, or so I was always trying to get rid of it. Whereas now I'm like planning on saving this year and putting things in place, and I'm really open to building and having a base bank balance of like £10,000, so that if I go below that, that's me like overdraft. How fucking beautiful would that feel, to have more than enough and to be okay with having more than enough? Like, if feels so exciting.
Sorry, I hope you don't mind me
No,
just
no,
speak on
go.
this. Yeah, I actually had a business coach just recently for my dog grooming business, thinking, right, I really need to just invest into that. And I actually figured out after a couple of months that that's not what I really want to be doing. So that's why I sort of stopped it. But a lot of the targets, it had all been money targets and all that sort of stuff. And that's what they talk about. And they sent like this whole thing, and you needed to fill in all these smart targets of doing how many points by what date. And none of it felt right to me, because in some ways I'd be like, but if I don't meet that exact target, then I feel like a failure, which to me wasn't a good energy. And actually, money and like kind of accepting money in, I found I just worked really hard on my nervous system. Instead of panicking about money, I recognized what that feeling was in my body, and I talk to my nervous system and say, it's okay, we're safe, we can receive it. And it really, really helps me. And when I first started doing it, I had to probably do it about 30 times a day, but now it's just every now and then.
But doesn't that change everything?
Yeah. And
Because
when he started bringing smart targets in for your money, I was like, this doesn't just feel right to me. It just feels a bit
I
shit.
wonder if you're a non-specific manifester as well, then. And
Yeah,
you
I can't manifest. Well, when people say manifest certain things, I can't do that.
different ways of doing it. I'll connect with you after here and see which one
Yeah.
you're on, because on your human design chart, it depends which way this arrow, a certain arrow is pointing. But like, I've got people who write down everything, like the amount, the how they're gonna do it, da, 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 da. That feels anal to me. Like, oh,
No, me, I can't do that. I can't
but if
do
I've
it.
got something I'm working towards, so if I've got an emotional target, like
Yeah.
I want enough money this year to take my whole family to the villa that I ran a retreat in last year, which will cost about 9 grand, but that is
Mm,
my target, and that feels amazing. That makes me
yeah.
want to earn more money because it's going towards that thing. Does that make sense? So instead of
Yeah,
managing
I like that.
money, it's like the feeling, and yeah.
I
Oh,
Yeah.
love that. Thank you for saying that, Nate. I love that, just that idea of the feeling of it.
yeah.
Because I've been so stressed to come back to work because of the pressure of like earning the money. When if I put it to a feeling, it feels so much nicer and gentler. Feels gentler.
It does. And money can have a really pokey energy sometimes, can't it? Because it's like, and again, it's what emotion have we got attached to it? Because if we feel like it comes in and goes out, or we're constantly looking for it or whatever, it's
Mm.
identifying that, but then regulating your nervous system and looking at what you want. So again, fuck everything else. What is your goal? What do you want to achieve for that reason? And if we've got emotion attached to anything, even bloody what's his face? Oh, I can't fucking remember his name. Hang on. I went to his thing. Jack Canfield. Oh look. Hang on, I need to show you this. It says keep pee and glitter. I went to his event last year and he signed me a little book. But he says, emotion magnifies manifestation. It's the fuel. So the more we've got that fuel,
Yeah, I forgot about that. I've been so stressed that I forgot about feeling into it and putting a feeling to the outcome rather than the outcome.
yeah.
So so thank you for putting that back in
Oh,
my
you're
head.
welcome. I'm welcome.
Yeah,
I'm happy that it's there.
because I found that if I didn't listen to my body about money, that my nervous system and my energy was just blocking it out anyway.
Yeah.
So I had to really calm my nervous system down to accept money coming in and just be grateful that if it came in and I could pay a bill. Well, that's brilliant. That's money coming in. It let me do something.
There's an amazing audible book called The Having, and it's about how we have enough. We always have, like, so for example, say you haven't got what you want in your bank account, but you've got enough to pay your bills, and you open it and everything's gone out and it's left you with not a lot, but you've had that. You have had the money to pay for those things. Or when you're paying for the coffee, it's like gratitude and noticing the energy in your body as you're about to pay for stuff. So if it wobbles when you're buying shoes, don't buy them. Like, don't dysregulate yourself making an investment, because it's got to feel right. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it really, really helped me doing that. So yeah, that's definitely receiving money and being grateful for what you can pay out with it has
Yeah.
been really important for me.
Yeah. And not being told what you should do as well.
Mm.
Like, you should be on 10K months. Why?
Yeah.
Just poured that all down my face. I mean, that's amazing. But when you're first starting or you're building up, what is it that feels amazing to you? Oh my God, I've absolutely soaked myself. Sorry. Slop. Poured it all down my face. I think I was still trying to talk out of this side of my mouth while I was drinking. This is fucking everything. Um, you have the answers to everything that you want and need to know inside of you. And look at what we've just done in that guided, you know, quantum jumping, hypno, whatever we've just done there. Like, only you can truly know the answers, because it's your life and it's your business, and you know what feels right and what doesn't. So understanding my energy and my intuition and how it worked for me and how my answers were showing up for me, like the nudges, and like I'm really clairaudient. So I get a voice in my ear that says this, and I'm like, oh, for example, the other day it was like, go in the cupboard and get a book. And I was like, okay. So I opened the cupboard and I knew exactly what book it was. And it was an old journal. And as I opened it to the page, it was something about the freedom sequence, which is my signature thing that I'm relaunching next year. And it was like the embodiment of it all. And it was all the words that I'd forgotten that I'd written about. And I was like, fucking hell. Like, that was just a little nudge going, yeah, I'll go and get that book, because I was doing yoga on the floor, sat by the cupboard. But it's listening, isn't it? So again, it's just trusting. That was probably a shit example, but and this is listening to myself, trusting myself, knowing how I feel when I'm making decisions changed everything for me. And this is one of the first things, again, that we cover in the Spiritual Business Academy, because you know you best, like helping you get clear on what you want in your business. Like, success looks different for everyone, doesn't it? And everyone's got different values and different reasons for starting their business. And it's these things that are the absolute fucking backbone to your business, because your story and your mission and your reason why will be the reason that you touch the hearts of your clients. Because again, there is only one you. And everyone has got a story. When you're ready to share it, if you ever are, that's amazing. But I know sharing mine, trusting that, has connected me to so many more people. and being able to help more people. But we look to so many other people sometimes. Like I've gone into containers that I've paid thousands of pounds to be in, and the person's been talking, and I thought, I fucking know this. Like, why am I here? And it was just because I felt like I wanted someone to hold my hand. You know, I wasn't ready to, I needed to just fucking grow a big vagina and just do it myself. But I needed to learn those lessons, and I needed to like waste that money, because if I hadn't have done it, it sort of gave me more confidence, if that makes sense. Oh, just seeing a comment come through. Why wouldn't it let me? Here we go. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? That's me. Yeah. Yep. And that was me until 6 months ago. And then I've come out of every container that I was in. I've finished all my training. I've come out of all my containers, and I've literally gone into a fucking chrysalis, turned into that poo pie stuff, squirmed around, and come out the other side like, oh, fucking ready to gallop into the year of the horse, feeling the most myself I've ever felt. But it's been a fucking journey. And this is why, again, the Spiritual Business Academy feels like the right time to do it again now, because I just know how fucking hard it is. What was I going to say? I was going to say something then. I can't remember. Oh, I actually signed up to go into another mastermind just before Christmas. And the minute I signed up, I was like, oh my God, yeah, this is right. And I'd sat with it for weeks. I'd literally listened to my emotional authority around making a decision, and I couldn't fucking stop like dysregulating all over the place. And it was like 700 and something pound a month, which is a lot. So when I just messaged them and said, listen, I need to come out. I changed my mind. We hadn't started yet. I'd made a payment, and I was like, just keep that. I'm sorry for messing you around. And luckily they let me out. But after making that decision, everything shifted. Like, and they were beautiful women, and there was nothing against them. It was nothing. It was just, I felt like I wanted to be in a space with safe women. And that's what they felt like to me. But I'd done everything inside the container, and I was like, what are you doing? You fucking know this. Like, take a step back, stand up, you know. It's time for you to own your shit now, and stop fucking looking around for everybody else. Hang on, I'm trying to find this comment, but I can't find my little box. This is it for me, in with my whole being. Fucking yes, absolutely. I can't fucking wait to see what 2026 brings for you next year. And this is, I'm just going to talk about this now. So if you want to stay around, you can, but this is my fucking baby. This is what I am absolutely in love with at the moment, the Spiritual Business Academy. I've been doing this type of work, so helping women start their own spiritual businesses, since 2022. I've worked with about over 50 women, and I've realized that it's so important to have the inner work and the community, and the strategy is all of that together is a key to a successful business. It's got to be all of the elements, which is exactly why this is a year-long container. And it's that long because confidence and boundaries and reconnecting to your intuition, and they don't all happen overnight. It takes time. And this type of work needs time to integrate and feel embodied. So start with foundations, like understanding your energy, looking at your human design, working with the chakras, how to regulate your nervous system, and how you naturally operate. Because without that, everything can just easily crumble, which is exactly why I was trying to fit myself into all these different boxes, because I was trying to be somebody else. And then after that, we layer things gradually. So we look at intuition, we look at ethics and boundaries, we look at money a lot, holding space with clients, how to keep yourself safe, how to have boundaries, you know, looking at code of ethics and all the proper stuff in business, branding. Who are you? Like, you are your brand. And visibility, like, how do you want to show up? Not everybody wants to go live every day. And although the algorithm is very real, like, what do you want your business to look and feel like? And we look in ways, like I said, to integrate all of that steadily, so your nervous system doesn't feel like it's being gangbanged, and it's not getting overwhelmed. It's just like, oh, moving through. There's teaching, there's space to ask as many questions as you need, space to reflect, you know, getting all of the support. And I want to create that space for people to ask questions, because this is where the true learning and integration happens, so that you feel confident and comfortable. And you literally slip into love with your business and your life. And most people struggle because they don't have the support. They don't feel safe. They don't have the information, and they're trying to do this work alone. And we don't know what we don't know, do we? And I've spent the last 12 years building my business. I've wasted out, not wasted, but I've spent over about £200,000 on courses and mentors and masterminds and teachings and certifications and all of the stuff. And I don't want you to have to spend 12 years and spend all that money. Like, I want to help you to feel free. You know, I want to share with you the things that you need to know and are important, the important bits that empower you to build a business that feels like you and feels like yours. Um, and I fucking know that, and I've said this, we've all come here to this spinny little planet to be who we're here to be. We've all got our own unique gifts to share. We're not supposed to be like anybody else. So what is it that is your magic? How can we pull more of that out? How can we share that in your way with the world? What's important to you? What are your values? And those of us who choose the spiritual path, you know, we do have our own unique gifts and our own intuition and our own way of sharing what we share in the way we share it with our people. And I just want you to feel free and so confident in who you are and what you do and why you do it. And I will encourage you to share your story, because it will unintentionally empower other women. Like, when people read your story, you're like, it's not a sob story. No one sees that. They see your power and how you've come through the other side and the things that you've gone through, and that you are, you know, a lived human with experience who fucking gets it. And those people are your right people that will come to you. You know, I've just put that you are like a little sparkly, glowy, magical magnet that all your clients are so naturally drawn towards. Feel so aligned that they can't help smile and pea glitter all over you. And that's what you want, is people to feel excited to work with you because you've been completely yourself. So you can scan that QR code if you want. That'll take you to the sales page with all of the information. It's got the monthly breakdown of all the different topics that we're going to do. And it shares like a Q&A for the Spiritual Business Academy. But what it looks like, it's 2 calls a month. So every other week, a Zoom call. One's a teaching, one's a Q&A. In between that, we're in a WhatsApp group together. So if there's any homework or anything like that that you need to do, there'll also be a back office in Cartra with all the replays and all the homework and like a little base hub for you to go and get all the stuff. But the connection is going to happen inside the WhatsApp group. I fucking love creating communities. It's just what lights me up, and I'm renowned for creating safe spaces. That's what people always tell me. I just feel so safe working with you. You get me in your pocket for the next 12 months. And the different types of training, it's all in there, but it's to, you might already have your own trainings and certifications and things, but this is what I offer as part of the Spiritual Business Academy, as well as integrating everything that you've already got. So it's not just to focus on these few things. And even if you've done them before, you won't have done them the way that I teach them. So I would love for you to experience that way as well, and then mold that all into your magic so that it becomes more. So it's Intuitor Reiki Master Practitioner. So levels 1 and 2 and 3A and B, which is actually how to hold an attunement. So you will be able to hold your own Reiki attunements. The Moonai Key 13th Rites of the Womb ceremony. I would have put this on a slide, but I didn't have time because it was 9:41 when it finished. So it's all in there. How to run your own retreats, how to price them, how to make sure you're making a profit on them, what to put in, how to space them out, you know, and day retreats, weekend retreats, international retreats, weekend ones, whatever it is, and the facilitation of that. Circle and ceremony facilitation. So how to hold a safe circle. And again, it's a lot to do with boundaries. It's a lot to do with keeping people safe. It's a lot to do with being trauma informed, and how to intuitively read cards. because I just fucking love that. And again, I'll be helping you tap into your intuition, so it'll just come naturally. And then you get quarterly one-to-ones, so we can check in one-to-one together, and I can see how everything's going with you. So there's only 10 spaces, and the reason for that is I love keeping things intimate with groups like this because I want to be able to see everyone and what's going on, and I want to create community. I want people to feel safe and seen and supported and loved and have fun and all that shit. And I think in a smaller group, that's where that magic really, really happens. So there's the QR code if you're interested in having a little nosy at that. If you want to book a call with me or anything, if you're interested and you want to ask questions, please reach out and let me know. But just a fucking humongous thank you for being here today. Absolutely fucking loved it. Loved it, loved it. So I'm just going to stop sharing. And thank you. And I'm going to stop the recording now just for anyone else after to ask any questions and share anything and stuff like that. So thank you so much for being here. I just stopped.